Friday, and it's time for the Saturday edition. Tonight, Bob Iger cashes out. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse gets a new actress. Take a look at the Paranormal. The Batman is apparently really dark and unwatchable. The Paranormal, the Goofy, all that good stuff. And abruptly ending theme music.
We need it longer. Okay, first note, longer theme music.
Okay. This is the Saturday edition, everybody. This is the test screening of the Saturday edition, which means just like people in the television and movie industry, we try it out, test drive it for everybody here, and then we take feedback. And based on those suggestions, we probably will ignore them and just do whatever we want.
Exactly. I was gonna say we're gonna run it into the ground. We'll test drive it and run it into the ground to where nobody wants to watch it.
Right, as they say, ride it hard and put it back in the barn wet.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, so how's everyone's weekend?
Oh, the weekend's just fantastic. I ate a Popeye's chicken sandwiches every. No,
why are they so good?
I don't know. That's a good question. I just.
Is it the coating? What do they coat it with? Crack? Is it
cornflakes?
Cornflakes made of crack. They're so good. They're so good.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So for everybody watching on my stream,
I got a whole 3 people watching. Okay.
Hey, well, for everybody watching on mine, we've got a dual stream going on Rob's, so we're both live over here. Hopefully we're both live. We are powered by his StreamYards on my OBS. What do you think of that boomer moment?
That only can spell trouble.
Very quiet on this stream. Who? Him or me?
Who's quiet on the stream? I'm getting.
Yeah, somebody says very quiet on the stream. Him or me?
It's quiet out there. Too quiet. Let me take a look at my audio devices. And okay.
It might be. They might have changed Windows. A little of both, but Rob more so. Okay, I can raise him.
I got 6 people watching. I don't have the biggest audience, but I have the best looking audience.
Right, I have Rob a bit. Is that better?
I have the most intelligent audience.
I can't raise both because I am at 100% volume and I am at 100% on OBS. So I cannot raise mine anymore.
Mm-hmm. So, okay. Anyway.
If you're quiet, turn up your speakers.
Mm-hmm. They used to do a bit on Saturday Night Live, the Loud Family.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody would talk really loud.
And that's when they stopped being funny.
Well, that was 1978.
Probably
around that time, man.
Popeye's chicken is shit-faced. Well, what's our first topic of the day? What's our first one on this Saturday afternoon? What do we want to get to first?
Well, let's talk about how handsome our audience is. Again, we have the handsomest audience. We have the best looking audience in all the internet. Probably in all of entertainment.
Most likely, yes.
This is what Letterman used to do. He used to butter up the audience.
It's louder on Rob's stream, I will admit. I don't know why my audio. I think maybe because I have a cheap cable or something. I mean, if I turn my volume up any louder on my mic, it will be it's about 3:00 right now. So I don't know how to fix it.
Yeah, R4. I still think Robots Edge After Dark is a winner. Well, we won't talk about that.
See, I told you something like that.
Well, you came up with the Saturday edition.
I came up with a Saturday edition of whatever panel show we were going to do. Once we start. So we'll have like guests and stuff. We'll probably do the thing where we bounce back and forth then. Yeah. Because for over here, this was just kind of the test edition. I don't think it's going to probably work streaming on 2 streams at once. But at least in the future, because it's just the audio is just too.
Okay, yeah. Well,
I don't know how to fix it, and I don't know what's wrong enough to fix it, other than my audio's at 100%. and it's still not loud enough. So I don't know. My mic is at 100%. I mean, did Windows change the thing where they're bouncing back and forth and trying to compete again? But then why? But then why are you so much quieter than me?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anywho.
So anyway, let's talk about this one here. So a lot of people are going to be talking. Well, no, they're not talking about it, but this is actually has bigger implications than a lot of people like to think. Let me see if this comes up.
I might have to screen share.
Of course it doesn't. Of course, because why should it?
Well, I don't think your computer's fast enough to run StreamYards and a browser. What else do you have? Close out your other stuff.
Well, I just have this open. For God's sake.
Well, send me a link and I'll screen share it.
No, for God. For crying
send me a link and I'll screen share it.
Come on.
Oh, there you go. You can see it. Disney chairman sells shares worth nearly $100 million.
There he is. His Holiness himself.
Yay.
Walt Disney Company chairman Bob Iger sold shares of the company worth $98.7 million, according to a regulatory filing on Thursday. Iger sold 500. Wow, he's got that many shares. Holy crap. 550,570 shares of Disney common stock in the filing. He sold 500,037,304 shares at an average price of $179.2 per share, and 13,266 shares at an average of $179.76 a share. We got to make sure you get that 76 cents.
I hate
it. The entertainment company said the sale was part of Iger's move to diversify his portfolio. We're going to talk about that in a second. Iger served as Disney chief executive since 2005 and stepped down early this year, handing over the job to Disney Parks head Bob Chapek. Bob Chapek. Disney said Iger will direct the company's creative endeavors until his contract ends at the end of this year. He holds over 500,000 shares in Disney stock and options and other securities, the company said.
Yeah, just think about it. I think a lot of people don't realize how expensive Disney stock is.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look at what's it trading at today. Let me open up Robinhood. See, these people. First off, if you're selling $100 million worth of stock, you either know something's going to crash, or you don't want to hold that much of a public company. For other reasons.
Well, he's got other reasons for and I'll get into that in a moment. Okay, but the whole point of this is now people are going to say, "Oh, well, he's dumping a stock because of Star Wars. Star Wars are tanking. Something's happening." Yeah, well, something is happening. Something is happening. And like I said, let's see what it's trading at right now.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm looking. I gotta pull it up. I got Robinhood up, but I don't actually own Disney. I have some CBS. Right now, $77.27. It was up 94 cents today.
Giselle Fred Guerrera, love you guys. We love you too. You know what? We love our audience. We really do. My audience may be small, but it is mighty.
You get better dividends with financial, not financial advice though, but you do get a lot better dividends with like other things.
Shadzar, isn't Disney already under investigation by the SEC from that whistleblower account? Maybe they should. Yes. Yeah, they are. Well, but the whole thing is, okay, here's the thing, people. Bob Iger still wants to run for president. That's the thing. And you cannot own a communications company and run for president. Otherwise, he'd have to be giving his opponents equal time. So that's that. He's essentially, it's a conflict of interest. The fairness doctrine, the fairness rules, they were repealed by Ronald Reagan in the mid 80s. But at the same time, I think those, I'm not sure, don't quote me on this, they may only apply to people, if you're in office and you already own a company. I'm not sure if they, I think they still apply if you're running for president or you're running for an office.
Probably.
And the whole thing about this is that I keep saying about Bob Iger, listen, just because you run a Fortune 500 company doesn't mean you know education policy. Okay, this is where I get into politics. We've already had one inexperienced businessman in the White House. Let's not have another, please. It's really.
Well, the problem with Iger is that, like, he's so goddamn establishment, is that he's going to just do everything that China tells him to anyway. I mean, half of his book was just kissing China's asshole anyway.
I didn't read his book. Did anybody?
And somebody else did and was talking about it. Like, oh, he has very strong diplomatic relations with China, and he's the one who can handle them. It's like, well, yes, he's clearly little, why not? We're going to get into it. Little Beijing Biden can't fucking handle China. He'll just bend over and take it up the backside. Hey, PG-13 rated show, by the way. Here's where, and you know what? As much as I would love to have somebody fix this economic shit that we're headed into right now, as much as I would love to have a business person, Bob Iger is exactly the same. He's another freaking, he's going to be another blow smoke up people's backsides just to tell them what they want to hear so that people vote for him, just so he does fuck all for 4 years. That's going to be my problem with him.
Well,
yeah.
Like I said, it's running a company, running a corporation, being CEO of a corporation and being president they have diametrically opposed.
His track record with Disney is less politically oriented and more like what the World War II bad guy did, who went around collecting other countries to conquer. That's what Bob Iger did. He went and collected up Star Wars and Marvel. What else did he buy? Fox? He went. He's playing Risk. Do we really want this guy? Maybe we do. I don't know. Maybe we want somebody who'll throw their balls around and make somebody. I don't think that he's going to have them cowering. I don't think he's going to be able to stand up to,
Well, Mutant Banhammer, sad thing about office, the president, is that it is treated as the end all be all. It is not, and was never intended to be. Power is distributed by design, as much as the last 80 years ago. Actually, yeah, you have pretty much a lot of people deciding that the Supreme Court and the Congress are extensions of the president. And that's not the way things are supposed to be done here. It's 3 co-equal branches of government. At least that's what I was taught. But the other thing too is about Bob Iger. I was saying, being a CEO of a company, you have a CEO makes a profit for its shareholders.
Did he though?
That's true.
Yeah, let's look at. Well, I mean, aside from the coof, right?
Well, I'm just saying in principle.
Yeah.
In principle, a CEO makes profits for his shareholders. A government provides services for its citizens. And the whole thing is, if you start running branches of the government like a for-profit business, then that's a recipe for disaster. There is no profit motive in things like interstate highways or to maintain them. Interstate highways are there to provide a way for people to get to and from places. The post office is there to provide mail service, not to turn a profit. And it's to serve as a counterweight to the private couriers, DHL, UPS, FedEx. If the post office was going to be run as a profit-driven service, then goodbye, Hysham, Montana. You don't get your mail.
All right, so I'm screen sharing the stock prices. The stock has raised dramatically since he was CEO, right? When did he get hired? Because if you go back, what?
2005.
Okay, 2005. Let's go back around. So for all this time in like the 90s was like $9 a share. all of this, because Disney was just barely, plus inflation. Things were cheaper back then in 1990s, right? Now we scroll up and he starts going up 34, and then it shoots up higher and higher and higher and higher. In the what? Now it's up in the hundreds, 170 right now. So he's making the stockholders money with all of these paired analytics, shady bookkeeping, socially conditioning an audience and bullying them into just saying, "Oh, you're racist if you don't like Star Wars." So they're making the stock prices go up to make the few billionaires out there richer and richer and richer, make the wealthy people wealthier with all their stocks and everything.
Pretty much.
Meanwhile, yeah, so I don't know. I don't think I'd want him as a president.
No, I really don't want him. I would rather not have him as
he'll run as a Democrat and you're gonna like it. Oh, that's what's gonna. And here's where we lose everybody because we're going a little politically.
Hey, this is my show. I can be political if I want to be political.
Right.
It's my show, damn it.
See, here's where we're going to be disagreeing a lot. There's going to be a lot of heated debates here. Because I hate every politician.
And he knows
what he's doing. But this is what we've been saying in the entertainment side of this for the past few years, is that, look, at the beginning of the coup, it went down to like $100. So pretty much their fortunes were halved. So he knows how to make money using these paired analytics and bullshit stuff. And this is what they do in Star Trek. And this is what they always do. They like to lie and blow smoke and say, hey, look, our investors, we have all these people talking about it. And we have all these marketing and bot accounts out there controlling and bullying the narrative. If we can't make a good product, we can just make people like it and make people believe that they like it,
Well, anyway, as we all know, certain somebody has.
No.
In these different, certain somebody actually has designs on the White House, and actually he managed to share a campaign commercial with us. So, share. Why am I not being able to share this?
And I forgot to mute the pop-ups. Steffi Little Page, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. You two should run for office together. Well, thank you. We should. I would not take any crap from anybody. I'd be worse than Trump. I would put I'm by worse than Trump. I mean, I would make people hate me more than Trump did. I would be just as vulgar, just as crude, and I would tell people exactly what they don't want to hear. And they would be very, very mad. I would trigger a lot of SJWs.
Well, as we all know, like Bob Iger, he has designs on the White House. And he was nice enough to share his upcoming campaign commercial with us. And hopefully, can we see that yet?
Yes.
Okay, hopefully, I'd like everybody to take a look at it.
In these difficult times, America needs a leader they can count on. And that leader is Pope Bob Iger. A Pope Bob Iger presidency means lower taxes, better schools, and Disney Plus for all Americans. He's already in the Vatican. Now, put him in the White House.
Hello, I am Pope Bob Iger. Not only do I want to be Pope, but I want to be your president. Vote for me, or the Twitterati will cancel you and everyone you know.
When you cast your vote, vote for the one man who will make America the happiest place on earth. Pope Bob Iger.
I have Baby Yoda's vote. What about yours? I am Pope Bob Iger, and I am approving of this message.
So, yes, Pope Bob Iger.
Baby Yoda is technically old enough to vote.
Yes, he is. He's middle-aged. He's old enough to...
He's old enough to know better. Unlike 16-year-olds. All right. 16-year-olds, don't vote. Shouldn't have the right to vote, in my opinion. I don't think they're smart enough to know anything. I don't think they should be driving. Especially now. 16-year-olds are getting younger and younger and dumber and dumber. Cancel me. Go ahead. Should I cancel myself again? I don't know. There, I said it. I don't want 16-year-olds to vote. I don't think they're smart enough.
Why does Pope Bob Iger sound like a gay German person? Uh-oh.
Because he is.
You've summoned him. Hello. I am Pope Bob Iger. Hello, how are you? Mechahandum.
Are you running for president? Do we have to vote for you?
I am already Pope, and I want to be your president.
That's probably a bad idea.
Why is it a bad idea? That is a fantastic idea, Mechahandum.
Because the people will condition the country against each other worse than the last time.
How can it get any worse?
I don't know. Well, never mind. I mean, Disney is pretty establishment, isn't it? It is pretty.
Don't you know that Disney is the happiest place on earth? And I'm going to be that happiness to all Americans.
I don't believe it.
Oh, you don't believe it? Look at the fantastic job I did with the Star Wars. Oh, you laugh now, but I have big plans.
What are you gonna do? Let him topple over another statue because Ree and Zuns?
How did you know?
Because that's what all the rich corporations and directors and producers do. They give a bunch of money to these assholes going around burning down shit and toppling statues.
Bob Iger was having a sip of coffee. Bob Iger likes it. Has his caffeine. Well, Mechahandum. All will be made clear coming soon.
Yeah, we get it. You're just gonna pave the way for China to take over more. Here's where we're canceled again. Oh no.
And how did you know?
Because I'm smarter than people.
Oh, Bob Iger has to have a talk with some of his cottons. How is this information getting out?
I'm psych. I have a crystal ball.
Oh, you have the crystal ball. No, you have the 8-ball. That's what you have.
No, I have a crystal ball too.
Oh, that is crystal ball. Oh, that is very nice. Where can Bob Iger get one of those?
I don't know. My place. I have one. It's right here in my hands.
Oh, that is that. That Shlomo kid, he's going to have to steal it for me next time he's there.
I don't know. There might be somebody else sleeping on the couch instead.
Like the Tim Pools.
No, we don't like him anymore.
You know what? Like the Sleazy Peas.
You know, it would serve you right to leave you for a rock star.
He's not a rock star. He's a rock star manager. You know, Brian Epstein, he managed rock stars, and he was a gay. You know that, don't you? Also, I'm not saying that all the managers of rock stars are the gays, but the law of averages says they might be.
But why do you have a German accent that makes you sound like a gay, like the other guy said? Am I allowed to say that?
Because Bob Iger had this accent written for him. Don't you know that? It's that Shlomo guy. He wrote the accent for me, and it stuck. I happened to do this.
So since you're the richest person on the planet, Pope Bob Iger, buy me a laptop. I'm shopping on the side.
Oh, Bob Iger is going to give you Disney bucks. Only redeemable at the Disney theme park near you and at Disney stores. I
don't want your Disney knockoff Chinese cheap crap. I want a good laptop with an R9 or Ryzen 9.
Where do you think all the laptops are made anywhere? They're all
they're all made in China.
Did you just see the movie Armageddon? Armageddon. Is that how you say Armageddon? Armageddon. And Pope Iger ran out of music. He's going to start the music again.
It's because the bit's gone long.
Armageddon, they say not German computer. If the computer were made in Germany, they'd be better. It's an American computer, Russian computer, all made in Taiwan.
Well, the Americans did kind of put a stop to all that advanced technology coming in.
Yes, Pope Iger now has invented a new word, Armageddon. Mm-hmm.
All right, what's our next story, Papa Iger?
I don't know what the next story is. Papa Iger is enjoying this accent too much. That's his side. Get the arms. Mhm.
Well, we have some Batman here.
Number one. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You are. I see you. You are very clever. Papa Iger must be going now.
He better be. He better be. As I
Glory,
pull up the next story, I'm looking.
glory to Bob. Glory to Bob's in the highest. Hallowed be his name.
Hooray! I'm not voting for you.
What happened?
Or you either.
What happened? Something?
I don't know. I said I'm not voting for you, and you went away.
Oh. I felt I had an out of body experience.
I'm looking at cookies. Why am I looking at? Is this cookies? Does anybody else see cookies and jam to you? If I share the screen image, what does this image look like to you if I see it? And I used it on the thumbnail on my stream too. So screen share. Ask the audience what this looks like to them.
Yeah, what does it look like?
I see Pepperidge Farm Milano cookies. You see a little bit of chocolate underneath there.
And I see an Asian man walking in the corner.
He's not important. He doesn't matter to the good discussion. And I see shortbread cookies with raspberry jam on top, because those are the Milano cookies that have the raspberry on the inside. Mm-hmm. That's what I see. That is exactly what I see. I just see shortbread cookies and a baking dish. What do you guys see?
I see a lame attempt at trying to ape the Watchmen logo, little smiley face.
I thought that was their Nirvana logo. Is it a smiley face? Where?
Well, the Watchmen logo is the smiley face with the drop of blood on it.
I thought that was the Nirvana logo.
Nirvana?
Yeah.
No. Oh, yeah. Well, they kind of copied
Well, that's the smiley face with the X's on the eyes, right? The dead smiley face. So yeah, close enough. If this is going to be like the Watchmen, I will skip it.
Oh God, the Watchmen. I was bored by it.
It looked boring. It's one of those things that are so boring it just goes in and out of my head.
It just
wasn't that a Snyder one too?
I don't want to talk about him.
He doesn't deserve people simping for him. That's one thing. So I guess this is supposed to be the Batman logo this is the Michael Keaton bat suit. You had to tell me that because I wouldn't have guessed either. So this is supposed to be the bat suit, the insignia on the Keaton bat suit on the Flash movie.
Mm-hmm. That they're once again going to say it's going to revitalize the DC universe on film.
Again. Well, that's what they say about every single one of them, though.
Yeah. Well, eventually they're going to get it right.
I just see Milano cookies. What else do you have to say about the Batman? Where I look for Milano cookies. See, now I want to go get some. Tell me that doesn't look the same. Open image.
It does. It looks close.
Cookies. Batman.
Batman.
Okay, they're a little longer and skinnier.
I know. Put the cookies back up. I'm more interested in the cookies.
Oh, so they have candy cane ones. They have raspberry chocolate. See, this is what I thought they were doing was the raspberry chocolate ones. Look at that.
Ooh. See, this is the type of show I want to do, talking about cookies.
See, and I kind of want to make that my next cooking stream. I think I'm going to attempt to make raspberry chocolate Milano cookies. If we can raise $1,499 right now for a brand new laptop, I will make a Milano cookie raspberry chocolate stream. They're basically just shortbread cookies, right? And I have raspberry jam and I have white chocolate. Well, this is where we devolve into food porn talk instead of the article, because our articles are so uninteresting. Speaking of uninteresting, the Batman is all the rage. Oh, but spoilers, whatever rumors and news that we came out with in February. Whatever rumors and news that we came out with in February that are just recircling again because I guess So I guess spoilers. The rumors are busted. Do you want to read this?
Not really, but I will.
Do you want to screen share your own, or do you want to read it from here?
Yeah, no, I want to read. I'll read from there. Robert Pattinson's The Batman the Batman won't be getting a second Batsuit. Some heartbreaking rumors busted. From getting Superman's subplot to the debate around the no-kill rule of The Dark Knight, many reports have already hyped up the buzz on Matt Reeves' Batman film. Pan down, please.
Do you see it okay from here? Do you see it okay from here?
Yeah, Robert Pattinson's. I could always expand.
Okay.
Robert Pattinson's The Batman has been the hub of reports and leaks of as every DC Marvel superhero flick. From getting they just said this Superman's subplot to the debate. How lazy is this? They just took the first sentence and put it in the subheadline.
I hate that when they do that. I always get articles like that, and then I end up editing and cutting them down, and they end up being like 3 minutes of video.
Recent reports also stated that Edward Sparkle Pants Pattinson's Batman would be getting a second and modified Batman suit. Apart from the one which we've seen in the trailer, that's awkwardly worded. That made the comic fans excited and confused at the same time. But a recent subreddit has clarified this, and a lot of reports doing the rounds on the internet. What? Oh my god! That is the sentence from hell. Right there.
This is like, nuh-uh, you're wrong, and you're wrong because these rumors are wrong. So nuh-uh.
But a recent subreddit has clarified this, and a lot of reports rounds on the internet. What the hell kind of sense does that make?
Subreddit has clarified this, and a lot of reports doing the rounds on the internet.
This
is like a Mary Sue article.
It's so poorly. That's a poorly written sentence there.
Who wrote this?
Somebody, please, do a breakdown. Remember how you used to diagram sentences when you were kids?
It's a team. So this is like anything and everything about entertainment. So the koimoi.com team. It's not even a person.
How many people are on this team?
I don't know. It's probably all Chinese propaganda and shit. So it's a studio controlled, probably. It's probably a damn bot writing it.
Yeah.
It's probably not even a person, it's some bratty 30-year-old fucking secretary whining.
DC spoilers on Reddit has leaked. DC spoilers. Well, DC spoilers is a person, has leaked. Just various rumors regarding the Batman. Why do we trust this subreddit? It's run by moderators of renowned subreddits, Marvel Studio Spoilers, and Star Wars Leaks, which have over 500,000 followers on the platform. Yeah, but they could still be wrong.
Why do we trust this subreddit? I don't know. Whatever. See, here's the thing. When you and I found the rumors about like, what's her name, Zoe Kravitz being pregnant, and Robert Pattinson bending her over the Batmobile and giving her the sparkle dick. Why? Like, all right. First off, when we talked about this, it was in February. We said it was stupid and BS, and we mocked it and laughed at it, and we showed you the 4chan posts that came from. So a lot of the times on these 4chan posts, they are one of two things. They're either a studio insider posting what they know on a 4chan message board just to get the rumors and the news out there and to circulate it. They're sometimes controlled leaks, sometimes they're random disgruntled employees, and then sometimes they're just shit posters going around writing these things for a laugh, just to see what kind of rumors that YouTubers will spark on about, right? And a lot of the time, they're people like Ketwalski who admit to doing it. So when we go into like the subreddits, then that's a different sort of thing. They're heavily moderated, usually by like super high level sort of high social media influence sort of fans a lot of the time, at least in some of these.
Okay.
We don't take them seriously, and we laugh at them, and I don't understand where this, like, who is taking any of these rumors seriously? Who is there actually upset? What if she is? Who cares if she is? What if they do delay and postpone, right? Who is actually upset about these rumors?
You know, Zoe Kravitz doesn't do it for me. I don't know what it is about her.
She looks mean.
She has a very gaunt-looking face. That's not being. It's not body shaming. That's what someone looks like if you use the word gaunt.
Yeah.
All right. I will share some things about the movie with you. Okay. Yeah. First of all, Batman does not kill. He is tempted to. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a big part of the arc of his inner struggle. Okay. Batman does not get a second suit. The suit. Oh, this is going into rumors. So you see in the trailer is the one he wears for the entire film. Simon goes to the Riddler, and Catwoman, who is not called Catwoman until the end of the third act. Selena Kyle is not Falcone's daughter. She is his woman. This is already making me bored.
Mm-hmm.
It's an abusive relationship. She hates him and even tried to kill him at some point, explaining the scars on his face. Alfred looks nothing special, just short-haired and a beard. It's Alfred. He's a butler. Jeffrey Wright is the perfect Gordon. He's not commissioner yet. Obviously, he is a respected detective and one of the few clean cops left in the GCPD. Oz hates being called Penguin. As Matt Reeves said during DC Fandom, he is Falcone's right-hand man. He is secretly planning to take Falcone down. He runs a parallel drug operation that goes wrong, the scene we see in the trailer. Which one of the above surprised you? None of them. None of them surprised me because I don't really believe a lot of them.
Batman won't be getting a second bat suit, crying in the corner. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Nobody cares. That's the thing. First off, nobody cares. This sounds like just some bitchy fanboy.
And for people saying, oh, the trailer had a lot of most views. Listen, everybody loves to see a good car wreck in progress, good train wreck in progress. Okay.
Yeah. Also, quick super chat. Calling you and Mecca, stop flaunting your biscuity goodness in front of us, you naughty girl. About the cookies. We will be making something soon.
Mm-hmm. Make it the super chats, people. Come on, let's go.
Oh, and if you're watching over on Rob's stream, I think we're going to unlist this here and leave up the replay over there, so you get the good audio. You get the you get the chance to rewatch it and give him the watch hours. We need more watch hours. We're getting him monetized.
I'm 10% of my way there.
Yeah,
we
can do it. You can do it. I have faith in you.
It's like Sisyphus trying to push the rock up the hill.
Yeah. But, you just got to kind of not give up because eventually you're going to be strong enough to do it. So,
like I said, I don't have the biggest audience, but I have the best looking audience.
See, I like having the loyal audience of people who show up to every stream, hit the like button every time. They're there waiting for me to come back. I don't like I don't like it when it feels like you have to go and kiss ass to somebody else and hope for the scraps of their audience that you can bring with you. So. Why is a subreddit considered more reliable than Doomcock? They were 4chan rumors before they were Doomcock rumors. I mean, we reported the same shit in February that we got from 4chan.
The only thing different is the second Batman suit, but we can kind of, that's something that could be tacked on later. But
yeah, that's the one I don't remember. But the Zoe Kravitz getting pregnant, delaying reshoots, Batman crying in the corner because he didn't want to work out. These are all things that we touched in February. Pretty much.
No, he's not crying in the corner. He's saying, I want to work out.
Yeah, he was complaining he didn't want to work out during the Koof Koof. This guy blew up his microwave by putting foil in it because he's like, oh, it's an oven. It's an oven though. Dean
didn't have to work out. Yeah, and you know what else? James Dean is dead.
Well, to be fair, if you've driven on that highway, it kind of looks weird and you can't see shit two inches in front of your face. So
I've never driven on that highway.
I actually have, and I was at that gas station. The last gas station James Dean was at, and it's kind of weird because it's basically even in daylight you want to turn your headlights on in that stretch of road.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. It's
I probably could find that stretch of road on YouTube. People will probably.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
When I was in the
stream, that's the after party after we wrap up the stream on your end. We'll just stay live.
Yeah. Well, when I was in the UK, I kind of regret not going to the site where Mark Bolan crashed his Mini Cooper. Yeah, Grace Jones was in the car with him, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Gamer Coronado, you two are way more entertaining than most. Well, thank you.
For who's wait? Oh, that's on yours, on your end.
Yes, on my chat. See, we have chat over here too. We're dual streaming this, so he's going through StreamYards, and I'm just stream sniping with OBS. So.
God. So do we want to go? What do we want to do next? The John Boyega thing.
Well, we got John Boyega. We got Star Trek.
Oh God.
Oh, we're just Star Trek.
Oh God. Oh God.
Right,
Star
let's
Trek.
see.
Yeah.
Star Trek is going super gay for Pride Month.
Oh my.
Super gay. Like they think they're the first people who ever invented gaydom. It's like they forgot we had gay, lesbian, whammy lesbian things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
It's like they forgot about Deep Space Nine. It's like they forgot that they had characters that jump in and out of other bodies because they're worm slug monster things. They're not monsters, they're Trill.
Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, there's a lot of, it was so progressive in the 90s, and then they forgot, and then these new kids.
I don't have the footage, so we just have to use our imaginations. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Didn't you know what gay people were before Pride Month was mentioned? Yeah, I didn't know what gay people were until Pride Month was mentioned.
Wait, hold on, wait. There were gay people around before Pride Month?
Well, yeah, I mean, they kind of fought for rights.
Why didn't anybody tell me this? Oh my God.
Well,
I had no idea.
Yeah, Colin Ewan in chat says, did Stonewall pass a bad robot by? I think so. It happened before their time, so they don't know about it. Mm-hmm. It's like this is just so, we've been there, we've done this. You're not progressive. You're just a bunch of idiots who are doing. You're going off of 30-year-old lessons in school. This is like if we were still being taught after the Berlin Wall fell about the USSR and all that shit. Like after the USSR was gone, and these people are learning like 30-year-old lessons in school that they barely pay attention to because they're on their cell phones. Mm-hmm. And they think that, they think that on the same hand, right, at the same time, they will think how racist and sexist Star Trek used to be because a white male created it. But at the same time, they will argue that Star Trek was always progressive. Star Trek was always this. Yeah. Don't you think that what you guys are thinking as progressive now is actually segregationist? You're complaining about critical race theory and you're complaining about all these things, but it moved beyond just the color of people's skin to wealth inequality. This is what you actually should be fighting against, but you're too dumb to see that because you're on your fucking cell phone going and LARPing and playing revolutionary. Playing civil rights movement because you saw it and it looked cool in videos that you saw about the 60s and you wanted to actually be a part of something. But you have to go and copy and appropriate everybody else's movements and fights and causes. You have to like being an ally. Allies are just appropriators. These allies are just appropriators coming in and stealing some other cause for themselves. They are no different than these little white Karens coming in and fighting for racial justice.
All these kids, the same kids that say to me, "Hey, I didn't know, really? Paul McCartney and George Harrison were in a band together?" Yeah, along with John Lennon.
Like, yeah, they know of these things, but they have no connection. They have no understanding of it, and they get mad at white people for quoting Martin Luther King, like for fuck's sake. Or you get one of these Twitter people going out there saying, "Oh, don't pretend like y'all didn't own slaves. We didn't. None of us did. Our ancestors didn't hardly, because most of our ancestors came after."
I didn't own. My family didn't own slaves. My father was a slave. The Germans captured him. The Germans went into his town. Got all the men, lined up all the men in the town square, and they felt their arms to make sure they were strong enough to work. You, and the women and the women said, "No, don't take them." It says, "If we don't take the men, we're taking the women." So yeah, my father was actually handing ammunition to a German soldier in the middle of a firefight, and then he was so exhausted he passed out. He woke up, everybody was gone. So don't tell me about people being slaves and being held prisoner. Okay.
Oh, we have one more Batman story that we forgot about.
Oh yeah, there's another Batman story.
Yeah, before we go into Star Trek, I'm gonna get it real quick.
Okay.
It's reportedly dark. No shit, we saw the trailer.
How dark is it? As Johnny Carson.
It was flickering. All right, now it's not flickering. It is
the new Batman movie is so dark. How dark is it? It is so dark. Ed, it's dark, I tell you. It's dark, Ed. It's so dark that I had to go outside to no, I don't have
it is so dark. It is extremely dark. No shit. We saw the trailer.
Are just the lighting, or they're trying to make you forget that Edward Sparklepants is in it?
Well, he was in Twilight too, a movie that literally means dark.
If you squint your eyes, you can see a better actor playing him. After young Bruce Wayne sees his parents gunned down in front of his very eyes, Wayne lives matter.
Oh no, they're gonna show it again.
He manifests the trauma of feeling personally responsible for their deaths by funneling his vast inheritance into confronting his fear of bats by dressing up as one, to batter the criminal underworld of Gotham City to a pulp with his bare hands, run on sentence, spending untold millions on gadgets, vehicles, and other expenses to get the job done. In short, Batman clearly is a very psychologically troubled and damaged figure that some might even call borderline psychotic.
Wait. Let me interrupt you. Okay. Why? Who doesn't know this? First off, who doesn't know this about Batman already? I mean, I guess I forgot he was afraid. Was he always afraid of bats? Is this new? Afraid of bats?
No, it's always been kind of in the lore.
Oh, okay, because that's just the one that I just kind of forget about, because it's and then his parents get shot, and then her pearls fall, and oh no, and Bruce, and then she falls and clutches her pearls, and they go flying, and yeah, so we get the same story every single time, but why? I don't know why they needed a whole paragraph of backstory for Batman. I think we already know.
Okay, well, yada yada yada. Okay, Grace Randolph. I haven't heard anything about Warner Brothers execs having a problem with the.
No. So I love you, Grace.
I haven't heard anything about Warner Brothers execs having a problem with regarding the Batman. I did hear from several people the film's extremely dark, and there is some concern regarding mainstream appeal. But Joker made over $1 billion. Let's hope WB sticks to their guns this time. It's apparently fire. You know that's the way she talks.
That was the best thing on YouTube, I think, in all of 2020 was the Grace Randolph So compilation.
So
go find it. We gotta play that. We're not mad at her. We're not making fun of her. We're having fun with how awesome she is. We love you, Grace Randolph, and I don't watch you. I can't lie. I've never watched a video of hers other than that So compilation.
I've watched her. Actually, I sent a video of hers to Jake. And Jake said, "Is she okay?"
Why? What's wrong? What?
I don't want to say this. He thought Grace Randolph was special.
Oh no!
I
thought, okay, what I have seen of her, I see clips of her here and there. What I thought of her was that she was like. You know how you see some of these cooking channels on YouTube where they're clearly trying to get a pilot on TV? Yeah. That's what I thought of Grace Randolph. Oh, she's somebody trying to get into Hollywood on an Entertainment Tonight, Access Hollywood, E-Entertainment.
Cooking with Courtney.
Yeah.
We like Courtney though. She's Tucker's mom.
Tucker's mommy.
So
Batman is extremely dark. And there's some concern mainstream appeal. That's me. I said that. Grace Randolph. I said that the film looks extremely dark, and I don't know who's going to watch it in the mainstream
They have to
like
walk around
movie
with a flash.
audience.
That's the thing.
But Joker made over $1 billion. That's because we were called racists and sexists, and we're like, screw you, we're gonna see it anyway. That's why I think like probably $400 million of the Joker's money intake came from people like me who said, screw it, I'm going to see it as a FU to the media. Whether they planned it or not, I don't know.
Why aren't you people rioting at the Joker? We were counting on you to riot.
Because they wanted us to riot so bad that they said people stumbling behind ropes after being let in by, stumbling confused behind ropes after being let in by cops was rioting. They want people that they hate on the quote unquote wrong side of history to riot so bad they have to lie about it. But they've been trying to set this up forever. Like this was their social conditioning attempt. And all it did was piss off the people on the opposite side who didn't why didn't you riot? You're a bunch of racists and white supremacists. Why aren't you out there rioting about this? Why aren't you doing So they said that the few people who were out there protesting when they lost their jobs at the beginning of the Koof, they said that they were out there because they wanted to get their hair done. And then what do? The first time they see something that they see every few years. Anywho, I'm going too political. Screw these people. I don't know. This is where we lose more.
Okay, well,
actually, no, this is the show we can do it, though. This is the show we can do it. They were so damn desperate to make sure that people rioted. And I think that was the plan all this time, is that they really wanted fucking riots, because riots would get ratings. Riots and protests and fire, that always gets ratings.
If it bleeds, it leads.
Exactly. And they're like, they need something to report on, so they imagine shit.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, anyway. So
that was Grace Randolph's tweet.
All right. Well, here's the thing. Okay, let's move on. Yada yada. I don't care. I don't care about the Batman. I really don't. This is just this movie made to move Funko Pops.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Funko Pop movie. So you
my God, Edward is gonna be the new Batman. Oh my God, Edward. That's
my hot toys.
That's the Arkham Knight, Arkham City Batman suit.
That's yeah.
Okay, and let's talk a little bit about Star Trek STD season 4.
Let's do it. You gotta pull it up, or do you want me to?
Oh, you pull it up. Why do we want to? Why do we bother? Why are they bothering? I know why they're bothering, because they don't want to admit they're wrong. And CBS all that. Well, is it CBS? No, it's Paramount Plus. They're desperate for content. And here's the other thing. About that. We've heard for how long now? It says they're done with Star Trek as when these new shows are done. So you know what the plan is? They're never going to be done.
No.
Picard's shooting 2 seasons back to back. STD shooting 2 seasons back to back. They're going to shoot they're going to probably do season 2 and 3 of Lower Decks back to back. And this Prodigy thing, I'm like, if they haven't greenlit a second season already, they're going to be greenlighting it soon. So they're just never going to be done. That's the plan. Just keep it going. Just keep it in motion.
I think every show's going to have a backdoor. Like, what do you want to bet they're going to have a backdoor pilot in season 1 of Strange New Worlds for some other fucking show they're going to spin off, and it's going to be like Young Kirk or something.
Harry
The Adventures of Young Kirk.
Harry Mudd.
Well, they already have Harry Mudd, but he'd be too old. Well, would he be that old? I mean, could they de-age Rainn Wilson a little bit? Spin him off. They could spin him off. But I think they're going to bring in, because I keep hearing rumors of young Captain Kirk, who is the son of some exec, like the exec, that one of the new execs over at CBS Paramount.
And apparently they want to make him swing both ways.
Oh my.
So.
Well, of course, because then you can have diversities and
5% different.
And I don't think they're going to do it until William Shatner goes. So hopefully he'll live 20 more years. How old is he? 80? He's in his 80s.
No, he's 90. He's 90.
He's 90. All right.
God bless William. God bless him, William Shatner.
No.
I mean, 90 years old. I mean, jeez. Yeah, my mother used to say about William Shatner, says, "Oh, he was so handsome." So
I think they're gonna. I think they're going to try and spin off and put in another backdoor pilot there, or put in another one in Prodigy because, well, like that's their plan. They're like, oh, but we already have the sets. We already have this. It's so much cheaper just to stick with us.
Mhm.
Because now that's what they do. They convince you to spend a lot of money on them, and then it's like cheaper to keep her. It's like a woman trapping a guy into getting her pregnant. And then it's like, well, now that we've gone to all the trouble, we have the house and we have the crib and we have the nursery. It's just cheaper to stay married to me now because until the kid grows up.
Whatever happened to that fan film they stopped a few years ago? They were still making it, and that's kind of, I don't know.
And it's gayer than ever now. They've got all kinds of Pride Month articles. I don't know if I'm going to do them separately. I'll probably do a whole stream of all their Pride Month articles. They're just terrible. It's all propaganda.
Yeah, I know. Well, anyway, this is, like I said, they're just the plan is now they're just never going to be done. They are just like I said, Mutant Band Hammer. The plan is that to never finish production. Just kind of like there was a sketch one time, David Alan Grier, he used to do a show called The Chocolate News. You know, a guy, he was on death row and he was just still having his last meal, just sitting on the toilet having his last meal just for like the last 3 years. I'm still having my last meal. Can't execute me. That's the thing. That's how they're going to get a stay of execution for these shows, is just keep them in production. Well, yeah, whoa, not done. We got season 2 and 3. All right, after, wait a minute, we just greenlit season 4 and 5. Oh no, we got season. Oh no, we got a spinoff. I'm like, oh, you people, why give it up already? That's the plan. That is the plan. I'm telling you, they're just never going to be done. Eventually, someone's going to have to Emma Watts is going to have to step in and say, that's it. Enough is enough. Get out of here. Pack your shit and get out of here.
I think we just got to stop talking about, like, I'm really having a moral dilemma on, do I even talk about Star Trek anymore? Because all we do is promote it to these people who are like just going to spite watch it because, the deplorable racist sexists hate it, so we have to watch it.
Yeah, well. Oh, Lord. Like I said, it's not getting any better. What if losing money was the plan because it allows being a decent financial position? Well, the thing is, you have a fledgling streaming service. You'd want to make money. That's the thing. I mean, yeah, they're going to take some losses, but I mean, at some point, they're going to have to say, listen, you guys need to start turning a profit or else.
At some point. But I think as long as their stock prices, well, I think their stock did drop since the last show was announced.
Well,
here, let me look at it. I do own some stock and some shares in Viacom, CBS. So, I'm up 12 cents, all time up. But yeah, no, it was down for a while. It was, yeah. So it's at $46 right now. Not good. It was at an all-time high about a year ago. It was probably doubled that. But yeah. In the last 3 months, it's tanked. It has tanked quite a bit, actually. It's like, hooray! That's what they did. That's what they did in the last 3 months. Just drop. So this is what Star Trek does. This is what new Trek does to your stocks, CBS. Just investors. New Trek equals this.
Yeah, flatline.
They don't care.
No.
They're making shows that no one watches and cost them money, a lot of money. But enough people watch them. Like they get, I think that they bought their viewership. Also, and thank you so much, Colin Ewan. Is there a way to preemptively save Stargate, Babylon 5, and Farscape before the Wokier than Nows ruin them? Babylon 5, I think, is under Warner. What's Farscape under? Probably Warner also. Stargate, unfortunately, they're looking at doing another reboot of Stargate over on Amazon. And if it's anything like what they did with Lord of the Rings, do we want to talk about Lord of the Rings as a little bonus since we went the Iger bit a little long? Or
yeah, the Iger bit went too long. Not really.
Yeah, let's do another 10 minutes for the for the Lord of the Rings stuff. You want to pull up any of the Lord of the Rings controversy from this week?
Well, there's certain. Do we want to talk about that?
Well, I was just gonna talk about what Amazon is doing and some of the drama with the One Ring stuff, but I can recap a little with the Amazon stuff. Jeff Bezos was, and I did a video about this. I think it went up yesterday. He was talking about making their own version of Game of Thrones, right? Their own version of, meaning they want to appeal to that adult, edgy audience. They want to have the biggest thing out there on the planet. They want to have something that is going to shock and I guess titillate audiences enough to justify paying for a streaming service. That, I think that's really the only reason why they have so much smut and nudity and swearing in these things, is so they can justify the cost to their viewing audience.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. And so my conclusion, I think pretty much everybody around the internet is thinking that they're probably going to put a lot of nudity and sex and swearing in Lord of the Rings, even though it has no business being there. And I know, even though I'm not a fan, Rob is.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're getting all this controversy and drama from the OneRing.net, swearing up and down about, the sexuality beliefs and, we always get homophobic I don't. Do you have the article? Do you have the article? He's muted.
No, I'm not muted.
Okay.
I'm trying to put private chat. Hold on. Where's the article?
I don't know. I don't have one. I got
a screen rant. I got a screen rant article.
Okay, you can grab that.
Lord of the Rings fans petition to keep skin, because we can't say the N word.
Yeah, apparently.
They got to show it.
Well, that was part of it, but there was like a new drama. What was the new controversy?
Well, it stemmed from a couple comments about the OneRing.net made about homophobic fans.
Uh-huh.
We've been dealing with homophobic, racist fans, and they started.
I gotta question whether or not they're actually homophobic or racist comments, or just people they deem as such based on a presumed political affiliation. Because let's just face it, if you're a Trump supporter or a Republican or not so far left you're pro-segregation, they call you a racist, sexist, homophobic, whatever. They just assume you're going to say that. They treat you all like you've already said it. So is that what they did, or did they kind of call out some of the more boys clubby sort of fans?
Yeah, well, a little bit of both.
Okay. A little bit of both. You want a screen share? Are we gonna get to it?
No, I don't have it. I don't have it up here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have any articles either.
We're just giving the short version of it.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a big Twitter fight. I'm tired of these Twitter fights. Really, I am.
I am too. I'm really getting tired of it because I think both. I think even there's a lot of members of the anti-SJW sides out there who I think the ones that I've kind of recently said, these people aren't as great as you think they are, right? There's a lot of those sort of people who really are sometimes exactly what the media says about them. I know I've been like that too. I've said some pretty horrible things. I know a lot of people in the community who think they have done and said some pretty damn horrible, disgusting things. So for us to kind of sit here and act holier than thou or morally superior in some way, I think would be a little dishonest, and I think it would show a lack of self-awareness. And like some of the biggest people, like I'm seeing people in Twitter fights all goddamn day today about stupid shit like just appearances and all kinds of stupid crap. So I did the adult thing and I muted all the people who just want to argue with me. So
well, I have no self-awareness.
Yeah.
So this is actually, I was asked recently for a quote about this whole situation from somebody, and actually I pre-recorded my quote, and this is what I had to say. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
You do need to make a statement. You want to make a statement while we're live?
Okay. I did not have sex with that woman. I did nothing wrong in the Minneapolis airport. Okay. You're very
If you were in the same room, I'd smack him, and you know it. CBS and Viacom now launder money for drug cartels. That's why they can't afford to keep greenlighting failures, calling you incest. You know, and it wouldn't surprise me. How many times has Les Moonves been Me Too'd? Who's the new one that they're Me Too'ing now? They finally got rid of him, right?
I told you. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I haven't touched Hillary in years. Oh yeah, I shagged her rotten, baby.
They call her Mecca because she has a rocket punch. I do. Oh, I do. And I have a riding crop. I think not only rocket punch, but I can turn into a full-on giant harpy kaiju sometimes when I choose to.
We're starting to run a little long.
Yeah. All right. And that's the Ghidorah sound effect. So
actually, I do have a paranormal story.
You do?
Well, sort of a paranormal story. If we want to round out on that.
Yeah. Well, now we'll spin for you. You introduce the world of Woo. You're the announcer.
It's time for the world of Woo.
We will have a graphic and a little clip made up for it.
Apparently, if this ever comes up here.
Apparently. Oh, Mr. Roboto, thank you so much for $2 super chat. Mecca, would you review a Hobbit adult movie by Wood Rocket?
No, that's disturbing.
I am not aware that was a thing.
Apparently, Lizzie Borden's house is up for sale.
Ooh. Let's buy it.
Lizzie Borden's house is up for house. Would you buy this place after reading these real ghost stories?
Thank you, Mr. Roboto. You know, I might review it. I don't know where I would review it at.
If you're hoping for the chance to live out your haunted manor fantasy, here's how you can finally achieve those spooky dreams. Move into Lizzie Borden's old house. The 3-floor, 7-bedroom Queen Anne-style home, known as Maplecroft Mansion, is now for sale in Fall River, Massachusetts, for only $890,000, according to Herald News. Just a couple $100,000 more than it would sold for if it went on the market in 2018. It's said to be the place where the spirit of Borden has remained since her death in 1927. It's worth noting that the house isn't the location where Borden received her murderous reputation. She was accused of killing her father and stepmother with an axe in 1892 in what's now known as the Lyndon Bordy Bed and Breakfast Museum, aka Murder House. Just a stone's throw away from the mansion Borden purchased in 1893 after she was acquitted of all charges.
So it's not even the murder house?
No.
Ah.
But her ghost is supposedly lives there. She lived in a stately Maplecroft home with her sister, Emma Borden, and died in one of the 2 bedrooms that belonged to her. Jerry Pacheco has worked as the daily operations at the actual murder house for the last 16 years, told the Herald that voices of spirits can be heard all around Maplecroft Mansion. While people who have stayed and worked at the Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast and Museum have long told tales of ghost whispers, shadowy figures in the hallways, hearing doors slam in unoccupied rooms, and footsteps running through the halls, Maplecroft is prone to experience creepy occurrences too. Dark Zone Network picked up on plenty of it when they investigated both homes for their Lizzie Borden Murder House live stream in a series in August. Although the Dark Zone team spent the majority of the series filming in the bed and breakfast, Pacheco said the crew visited the Maplecroft Mansion for one night and detected a number of spirit voices, including Lizzie Borden's. It was picking up to 40 to 50 voices, he claimed. Pacheco said there was even a moment when Susan Slaughter, the Dark Zone founder and paranormal investigator, had him ask questions only people who lived and worked in the house would know, to which Slaughter received direct and correct responses from the dead. How long is this?
Wow. That's an article. So basically, it's haunted. And very much so.
And it's up for sale. So there it is, Lizzie Borden's house.
Would you rather have the house that she lived in or the house that she killed people in, though?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because, I mean, you're basically living with, where a bunch of energy was released at a murder site. Or you're living with a house that had a bunch of weird energy from somebody who had committed a murder.
Mm.
So, I mean, which one, like just the short burst or the years of crazy all throughout the place?
Years of crazy is never a good thing.
Years of crazy. It's years and years and years of crazy. It's
I don't know.
No, and when I've seen people investigate, it's always been the murder house. It's always been the bed and breakfast.
I'm not I'm not really a big believer in ghosts. I believe that there is like an energy left behind, like a recording. So I mean, that's what I believe in.
Well, you've got to kind of that's kind of I'm skeptical, but I'm not so arrogant to think that I know exactly. So I mean, there's weird stuff that happens. There are weird experiences. I had a weird experience at the Stanley. Did you experience anything at the Stanley?
No.
No, nothing. See, I experienced all kinds of weird energy spikes, and
I experienced the room not having hot water for the shower.
Well, I mean, you are up on the top of the hill in the mountains, and it doesn't even have air conditioning there either.
Yeah, but
nor does it have a fridge in the main building. Like, that's another downside of the Stanley. Like, we were putting soda out on the windowsill.
Yeah, but the water is heated inside the building. It just has to be piped up.
Yeah, but the problem with that is, like, okay, so they have the one elevator, the really teeny, spooky little elevator, and I imagine that they have like a really, really old boiler system, right?
Probably.
So that's probably why the water doesn't get like super hot. I mean, and you hear all the pipes creaking everywhere. You hear anytime, like all throughout the evening, it's just pipes and noises and banging and energy and electricity and generating. And it's clearly got old wiring. It just, you feel, it is like feeling the train tracks moving, or like the train moving on the tracks in front of you, and then all of a sudden the train clears and it just stops, and you don't even notice it because you're not hearing it, you're just feeling it, right? Mm-hmm. And the second it stops, you really, really notice it because and now everything's off for the night. It's like they turn off a breaker or something at a certain time of night. And the first night it was really, really bad, is because like they're trying to scare you away, it feels like, almost. And then the second night it was nothing.
Okay, well, that's like I said. Second night, it's like, hey, these people aren't so bad.
But that was kind of funny too, because it felt like somebody kneeled next to me with their fist on the pillow.
That was the maid.
It wasn't. There was nobody in there.
She didn't want to wake you.
I was awake already. I was having a hard time sleeping. So.
All right. Well, anyway, so that's. I think you want to wrap there.
Yeah, Lizzie Borden Death House. I mean, Murder House for sale, not the Murder House.
Well.
So, how'd our first stream go? We went a little long with the Iger bit, I think, but we're gonna have little pop-ups and intro cards in between.
Hopefully.
We'll have them made up. When is our next stream? Is it gonna be Saturdays, or are we gonna do this on the weekdays?
I don't know. Like I said, this is just this is a test run. Let's see how this.
Well, tell us in the comments. Tell us in the comments on this one. I'm going to unlist this. His is going to stay live. So if you want to watch this again, if you missed it, if you're just tuning in, go watch it over on Rob's channel. The mods will probably link it.
Yeah.
So go watch it there. And we will probably, I think we'll do one more of these next week.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll probably come back with like a cooking stream or something tonight. I don't know what.
And I will be heading somewhere. I got to take care of some business. Woo.
Do we need to? Is it the chicken sandwich?
Yeah, it's the chicken sandwich.
So we're gonna try and have like a special guest when we have this next time. We just kind of didn't. We weren't even planning on doing this yet. We're gonna go next week or Monday or something, and then it's like, but if we do Saturdays, let's just do Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I said, it's Saturday. We thought Saturday 6:00 was a good time Eastern.
Yeah, and maybe link the members only. That would be good. Make this will be a members only stream too after the fact. So,
all right, everybody. So,
thank you so much for watching. This has been super fun. Set your bells and notifications and all the things, and feed Rob crawfish. They say in chat. But
they want why crawfish?
I don't know.
Oh,
is that our new music?
Yeah, the music's playing.
Yay! How can you add a kazoo to that? I shouldn't have asked. At least a short.
All right, everybody. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.
End scene.